What is up, everyone? Happy New Year to you all. And I hope you all had a great festive season with your nearest and dearest. I've seen some comments on the Ultimate Golf Facebook page today asking how it is possible to beat the bot in the Boss Battle tournament today. So I wanted to quickly show you how easy it is with 3 or 4 par 4s that are pretty straightforward to grab an eagle. Before we kick off, I'd just love to remind you to subscribe to my channel. Just click the button at the bottom of the video and also check out some of my other content that's designed to help you improve your game. But now, let's get into it. Okay, so the first of the easier par 4s to eagle is hole number 7. As you can see, this one is a short par 4, even with a 7% power ball. Still going to get very close to reaching the other side. So if you want to make sure that you're going to reach, even in a headwind, at least reach over the water. It's best to use something probably around a 9 or 10% ball. So if you've got Tour Pro Trophy balls, then use one of those. If you don't, then you can use a 9% ball that you might have purchased. Anything shorter than that, you will struggle to get to the other side if you don't have a tailwind. But certainly in a tailwind, you can even use a Pro D and still make it quite easily. So I don't have a tailwind here, so I'm going to need to overpower my shot and use a ball with a higher power percentage. So I will try and find something that has a similar wind resistance to a trophy ball. As I said, if you've got a trophy ball, just use one of those. But in this case, I don't. So I'm just going to use a 9%er. Now, regardless of what the wind looks like, I would recommend not starting in the bunker. And the reason for that is because the bunker is a lower elevation than the rough next to it, which is actually going to affect the trajectory of your shot. It will make it go a little bit less further. So start in the rough. If you end up in the rough to the left of the flag, it's okay because you're still going to be within no adjust range for your rough shot. I want to get as close as I can, so I'm going to apply some right spin, and I might just put some top spin on just in case I clip the rough. And then I just take my shot. Should get pretty close. Okay, so as I said, I'm in the rough right in front of the green. A little bit of top spin kept it from rolling back down the hill. And now all I have to do is line up my rough iron and sink the shot. Okay, so that's going straight at the flag, which is where I want it. And there's your eagle. Now the benefit of today's tournament is that the eagle's represented by the tiger. If you're in Tour Pro, I've seen that there's a different animal in other levels of tournament. Their eagles aren't 999 tiebreaker points. So as long as you get that eagle, you'll get the 999. You're going to beat them on tiebreaker at worst. So let's go to the next easier par 4. Okay, so the next easier par 4 to eagle is hole number 13. And as you can see, it's another short par 4 where if you're using a RB5 and above, you should be able to quite easily make the green. If you've got a tailwind, you can also use something like a Pro D and quite easily make it onto the green with a little bit of overpower. There's a couple of different ways to play this hole. You can either play it off the cart path and just try and get it up onto the green. Again, you can probably use a Pro D ball, but you want to have a very good understanding of your adjustment values. Alternatively, you can start it up here near the green with a better ball, something like a trophy ball, and a little bit of overpower. You're going to get this up onto the green with top spin and right spin. Again, any kind of tailwind, it's going to be nice and easy to play this, but in this situation we don't have a tailwind, so all I'm going to do is try and get it up as close as I can. If it just gets onto the green, then that's good. We'll get a nice tiebreaker for that. If it doesn't, I'm going to be left with a short chip or a short shot from the rough to make the easy eagle. So let's take our shot, put a bit of right curl on it to make sure it doesn't kick off into the bunker on the left. Alright, so it still did. A little bit more right curl probably would have saved that. What we've got here is a little bit of a tricky one, but all you still need to do is line your ball guide up and then take your shot. And get the eagle. Now that was a bit harder, but as you can see, I probably didn't put enough right curl on it. Maybe could have gone again and seen if I got a tailwind, or otherwise just play it as I did just then. Okay, so I was going to go straight to the last of the easy holes, which is hole 18, but I just wanted to quickly show you that there's also an opportunity on hole 16 if you get a nice tailwind like this. Even with something like a Mahave ball, you should be able to get very close to the green and get yourself to a no adjust range for Hive. All I want to do is just smash this one up the fairway, and it's got a lot of roll. It's a very fast fairway, and the secondary wind effect with that tailwind is going to drive it all the way up towards the green. So I just want to put it right up the middle of the fairway. Use something like a Fusion or one of your other high topspin drivers. You want to drive it up there and get as much topspin as you can and watch that thing roll. So all I'm going to do is go full overpower, full curl to the left to keep it rolling up the center of the fairway line. Let's see how we go. So this is going to run up nicely. It might even make the green. Very close. In the rough next to the green. Pretty straightforward. Chip the rough here. Just line it up. There's another easy opportunity for an eagle. Now, if you don't get the tailwind here, that's okay, because I'm about to show you another easier one on the last hole. Okay, and so the last of the truly easier par fours is hole number 18. Again, there's a couple of different ways to play this one. If you get a tailwind, what I would recommend doing to make sure that you get nice and close to the flag is switching back to your red bucketer and using something with a low wind resistance and overpowering it and pushing it up the green towards the flag that way. The other option, if you've got a headwind like I do here, is to play it off the cart path. Now, all you want to do is put your ball guide pretty much in line with that big group of rocks in the water, and the closest green shrub there on the cliff edge. And all I'm going to do is apply a bit of side spin and a little bit of top spin. And that's going to get me very close. Now, the adjustment here, it's a good idea to be accurate, but I'm not going to use a grid line or anything. I'm just going to give it a nice easy pull. It's a little bit over 3 rings from this distance. I'm probably going to go somewhere about 3.2, which is just in front of the rocks there. That looks pretty good. Take my shot. And up she goes onto the green for a nice easy putt. So that's it. I've shown you 4 easy opportunities to make the eagle. There's also another one on hole 9 if you get a tailwind. Again, you can use a low wind resistance ball, something like a Pro DX, and blast it straight up onto the green, and again take the putt for an easy eagle and a nice high tiebreaker. Alright guys, that's all I have for you today. Hope this has helped, and if we get another tricky one tomorrow, I might put out another video helping you guys get on top of the boss in this battle. Thanks guys, have a good one.